nobody can throw Mazi into the squabbles that is going on. I am there to carry out those things that will make this family to move ahead.
Now, my brother, you have just listened to that. That was the voice of Chikra Edoziem.
Let me set
that
in this video.
And have done it, and those people say over their dead body will get transferred the money against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's directive. That is number one. Now, I want you to listen to number two, the number two voice. One moment.
Mr. Ibo has been, do you understand me, making sure that what the ESN they need, that they are getting it. Apart from lately, let me agree that she says she's a little bit busy, so let me give that benefit of doubt. Because before, it doesn't take long for her to solve those problems. Let me just leave it like that. But she has been...
In a joint, this video. Just negative, doing everything. Greetings, Biafrans all over the world. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Greetings, everyone. Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, ebe ọ bụ na ị nọ na-ege m ntị ka m cheke voice m na-apụtakwa ọfụma biko. Ọ na voice m na-apụta biko, somebody should nye m sign na voice m na-apụta. Biko mmadụ nye m sign. Ka ị na-join kesa this video. In a join the case and I am well of time. We must continue. Now, before Gavaniru can hand out these brokers, Mwofe na Katuko Kabia Moye Primi Henine. Oho, Montana, greetings from here. Chineke Keligwe, Chineke Kusulu, Nine Kendaya, Omumama Samasi, Ugwana Liatu Egu, Obato Bie, Anokponku Nejuanu, Obankiti Okujuronu ya. Nne kene m gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee sị gị nna ka ị nara ekene na mbunye enu ọjịja mma na otito nsọpụrụ onye adịchasị aha nsọ gị n'ụbọchị nke tata nna onye ime n'igwe ọmụma amasị nna nna m ekene gị n'isi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nna nna m ekene gị n'isi ndị ọchịchị niile nke na-agba mbọ ka anyị wee nweta Biafra nna nna m ayọ gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee na-asị gị eze ebube eze dị ngọzi omemma mma zuru arụ Nana masị gị ana m ahara onye ndu anyị na-etinye gị n'aka wee na-ahara ndị ESN na-etinye gị n'aka nna wee na-asị gị ka ị bịa chekwaba anyị n'ụtụtụ chebe anyị n'ehihie chebe anyị n'abalị eze ebube dị ngọzi ekwene ka Mazi nwụọ n'ije a nna nrịanrịa ọbụla ihe ọbụla ha gbanye Mazi n'ime ahụ nna wepịa anya nna bịa nye ọgwụgwọ nsọ nna bịa gbaa anyị ume nna mee ka anyị nweta Biafra n'oge na-adịghị anya na-ayọ m gị nke a site n'afa Chukwu okike abịa ama ise nna nye anyị mmụọ anyị ga-eji wee nweta Biafra oge elugo mgbe ị ga-eji tinye udo n'ime anyị nna ekwene ka mma anyị daa mba nna biko bịa buziere anyị ụzọ kpere anyị azụ nna bịa buola anyị ahịa na ahịa akarịgo nna bịa wepụ confusion n'ime anyị nna bịa tinye udo ayọ m gị nke a n'afa Chukwu okike abịa ama ise Greetings, Biafrans all over the world. Greetings, lovers of freedom. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP, as you all know, MAP. This morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, or this night, depending on the time you get the video or the zone where you are residing at this moment, I say the time have come. The hour has come. Guess this video can join me. At this point of time, the topic in get 3 too. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cried out from DSS custody for Biafrans to take action, not for Igbo presidency. Or high getting on no toto anua. You can disappoint all over your life. It's none of my business lies in. So if you are there, why can't you do your own thing? Or are you the one who called me for this work? I called myself and Olisa. Chukwu Kikabiama called me. So don't expect me to do your own wish. I do my own wish. So I am serving my chi, not your chi. So you cannot direct me when I am doing the right thing. If you don't call for peace, you will call for disunity. Is that what your mind is telling you? Then go ahead with it. Mazi Paul, I don't fear any person. I talk to you the way I want it and the way I think is right. And I don't talk anyhow. I do things the way it is. Now, ihe anyị ga-etinye ọnụ ya n'ụbọchị nke tata, ihe m ga-etinye okwu ọnụ n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ the movement the so-called Igbo leaders make this morning. That movement is what I will read out the outcome and the implications of what is about to befall on Biafran. Chukwu na-ekwe n'ihe ọjọọ. Mana m ga na-ekwu ya ọnọdụ. So before ngaba n'iru, m ga-read out the outcome of yesterday's visit by the Igbo leaders and the religious leaders to the presidency, to the Aso Rock, and what they are planning and the implications if we Biafrans fold our hands and continue fighting ourselves. Before you know it, if we continue like this, Biafra will stop. Nobody will be talking about Biafra. Before next year, they will conquer us. So, sorry for that. I think I have cup here before. Now, before I go ahead, let me read the outcome and I will digest it one after the other. The meeting held yesterday with the so-called Eastern leaders, so that you will know that if we fold our hands, Biafra will stop to be existing, because Anyanahe made the right thing. Now, Buhari Gwalun that I will consider releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and some people are rejoicing without asking what are the conditions for the release, and are we accepting the condition, and why we accept that condition. I know about that condition. Our stand and the future of Biafran. Where are we now heading to from here? Not the other way around. I will read it out without wasting any of your time. Let me read it. What I will read for you now is what is coming out from Arise newspaper and is verified. Go and check your Arise news. Home featured Buhari to consider amnesty for Biafran separatist leader Kanu, November 20, 2021. Now, though the president Buhari on Friday declared that an unconditional release of the leader of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, currently standing trial for treason, runs contrary to the doctrine of separation of powers, and that such a demand was quite heavy. Nonetheless, he said he would consider the plea for amnesty for him. He said he will consider the plea for amnesty. First of all, what is amnesty and what type of people can any amnesty? Who are the people requesting for amnesty? Now, the kind of people requesting for amnesty. One, terrorist can request for amnesty. Criminal can request for amnesty. I have never heard in the world anywhere a freedom fighter request for amnesty. What the Ohanese and the so-called leaders, the condition actually tinye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and why these people are taking advantage. Why these people are taking advantage is because we are busy gossiping. We are busy talking rubbish, and you don't know. Now, let me continue. A group of Igbo elders A group of Igbo elders under the aegis of highly respected Igbo greats, led by First Republic parliamentarian and the Minister of Aviation Mbazurike Amechi, requested amnesty for Kanu during a visit to Buhari at the State House, Abuja. On Friday, while receiving the delegation led by the 93-year-old statesman, Buhari said, "You have made an extremely difficult demand on me as a leader of this country. The implication of your request is very serious. In the last 6 years, I have become president. Nobody would say I have confronted or interfered in the work of the judiciary. God has spared you and given you a clear head at this age with a very sharp memory. A lot of people half your age are confused already, but the demand you made is heavy. I will consider it stressing his policy of non-interference with the judiciary," the president said when Kanu jumped bail, got arrested, and was brought back to the country. "I said the best thing was to subject him to the system, let him make his case in court instead of giving very negative impression of the country from outside. I feel it is even a favor to give him that opportunity." Buhari is now giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a favor because we failed woefully. Now, I stopped give him that opportunity. The president condoled with the Amechi who recently buried his wife, praying that her soul rest in peace. The non-Nigerian had described the institution in the southeast as painful and pathetic, lamenting that business have collapsed, education is crumbling amid a reign of fear. Amechi pleaded for a political rather than military solution, requesting that if Kanu was released to him as the only First Republic minister still alive, he would no longer say the things he had been saying. He stressed that he could control him, not because I have anything to do with IPOB, but I am highly respected in Igbo land today. Amechi said twice he had interfaced with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the past and in the letter residing orders earlier. Giving on a civil disobedience, he said, "I don't want to leave this planet without peaceful returning to my country. Without peace returning to my country. I believe in one big united Nigeria, a force in Africa. Mr. President, I want you to be remembered as a person who saw Nigeria burning, and you quenched the fire." Members of Igbo Great Delegation were former governor of Anambra State, Chukwuemeka Ezeife, Bishop Sunday Onuoha of the Methodist Church, former president of Igbo Social Culture Group, Aka Ikenga, and Godi Wazurike, and the Tabo Amechi. Now, dear friends, reading these things to you people, to you people now, what do you think? Feature? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is not the main condition they want to release, they want to use. This is not the main condition. The first of all, you flashlight, have a torch. They now flash you. The reason how the flash, your reaction. Remember, Nangwaluna, Fulani are very intelligent and wicked at the same time. When they flash you, they see your reaction. They will read through it. And after this press release from this president, some people were rejoicing. So the Nigeria now have the upper hand. We are the one begging. Why we have everything it takes to cripple the zoo, to crumble every economy. But we are here dragging post. We are here talking rubbish. Now, Kangun, because you don't know the implication of what amnesty stand for. If you want to know the power of amnesty, go and ask Niger Delta militants. If you want to know the power of amnesty, go and ask Niger Delta militants what rendered them useless today and what makes them to fail in their struggle to take control of their natural resources. Before you now say the important thing, they are releasing our leader. The important thing is not releasing our leader. The important thing is when they release him and they send him to go to Afaruku to go and live, and they send their zoo soldiers, their military Boko Haram, and go there and kill him after releasing him, after you have signed against everything that you can take and quench Biafra, and they kill him. What will you now be talking? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cried out. Have you asked yourself, why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cry out? Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shout for Biafrans and tell us that he is dying? One, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say to his lawyer, make these things public. One, they deny him his glass. That you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot see well, see far, or see anything well without his medical glass. Two, they deny him access to communicate or see anyone. That is mental torture. Three, they deny him the access of his medical doctor. And they injected some substances in his body. Now, he tell you that he is dying slowly. He is going down. And all we sit down to be thinking or to be talking is we are fighting to protect the structure. Who built that structure? The question I want to ask people that are still fighting for structure, did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu build that structure, or that structure build Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Yeah, question na join Obuna. There is difference between when they kidnap person and when person have been arrested. If you cannot rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you leave the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die in the hands of DSS, that is structure you are fighting to protect will collapse naturally. It will die naturally because nobody. Amnesty is for criminals. Is for people that are regarded as a high-profile criminals. For example, terrorists. You can grant amnesty to Boko Haram, yes, because they are terrorists, they are criminals. You can grant amnesty to bandits, yes, they are criminals, they are terrorists. You can grant amnesty to Fulani henchmen, yes, they are terrorists, they are criminals. You can grant amnesty to people you know, high-profile people. These are the people you can grant amnesty. Now, why is our people going for amnesty for someone who have never committed any crime, forcing the person to agree and commit any crime? Why? Here can now water law. Now, why is it that the Igbo and the religious leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cried out instead of them to sit up? And I did not blame these Igbo politicians. I blame the IPOB in general, who don't have any place to stand or what to hold on to be fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Because up till now, I will categorically say that we don't have anything we are holding. We are not holding anything because the only seat at home we have been holding have been called off by the people that's supposed to be forcing it. The 1 week sit at home, we have lose it. So what are we now holding to make the zoo dance to our tone? Nothing. They are now forcing us to dance to their own tones because they are now having upper hand. Everything is not all about telling us we are winning, we are winning. at times you tell the people the truth that at this point we did not win. We need to reinforce to put more fight. But they keep on telling us we are winning. We are winning. Meanwhile, on our own very eyes, we are seeing we are seeing that we are failing ourselves. On our own eyes, we are failing ourselves, and nobody want to think. Everybody want to clap for what you don't see. Everybody, even the people that are supposed to be tweeting, they are now telling us the news about the world. When you go to their platform, nothing. When I tell you that this saga that you people is about to start will not favor anyone, you people say no, it will favor. I cannot allow them to destroy the DOS. DOS is not the one you are going to protect. Today, Mazi Nnamdi is suffering, psychologically dying, going down every day. Mazi Nnamdi is going down on a daily basis. And you will say it's Ohamadike. You are calling Ohamadike. You forget that that spirit that is leading him will only lead him when the flesh will be moving. When the flesh is no longer there, the spirit will move on, will move. Because spirit cannot walk without the flesh. Why can't we rise up? Before Mazi Nnamdi see that he is dying, tell his lawyer to make it public that he is dying. Do you think that he want to do that for you to be laughing? Before use yourself for example. Use yourself for example. Before a deputy before how painful, how that thing before you now cry outside. You see what I am saying? Without amnesty, how do you want him to be outside? What is condition of amnesty? So you now, if you bring Mazi out with amnesty, do you know that the whole world will now agree that he's a criminal? The whole world will now agree that he committed every crime that's been labeled against him before any person. You agree on that? Or you don't know what is amnesty? Go and contact your encyclopedia. Go and read what amnesty is all about. And ask yourself, have you seen, do they grant Nelson Mandela amnesty? Do they grant King Luther's Jr. amnesty? Mention one person, a freedom fighter, they grant amnesty. You don't grant a freedom fighter amnesty. You conduct referendum for a freedom fighter. What you give a freedom fighter is a referendum to know if the people is in support of what he or she is doing. A freedom fighter, once you grant, where is Asari today? Do you know that because of the Niger Delta militants received amnesty, that was what led to the destroying of Niger Delta militants? Up till today, Tompolo is hiding. He cannot move freely because they have taken amnesty. Up till today, if you refuse, the day you say the day any Niger Delta person rise to speak for that oil again, they will massacre them and the world will keep more silent because they have agreed to become criminals. They have agreed to become rebels. You don't know what amnesty. You think they will not grant him and he will be free like that. There will be agreement. There will be agreement for amnesty. There is a very concrete agreement. There will be a very document you will sign and stamp it before you can take amnesty. Amnesty means that you have failed. You are no longer interested in what you are fighting. Amnesty means that why didn't they go for his own treatment? Amnesty means that you will never ever talk about that thing you are talking again. Amnesty means total giving up. Amnesty means total surrender. Amnesty means total failure. If you don't know, amnesty means total everlasting slave for this Biafra restoration. And you think it's an achievement. You think amnesty is an achievement. Let me tell you, the advantage of what those Eastern leaders took is the advantage of what our leadership is supposed to take. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cry like this, the leadership supposed to enforce total lockdown, calling for referendum and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB in general are making it more difficult for our lawyers to have their own ground over this issue. We are the one making the lawyers to look if they don't know what they are doing. Because we're supposed to stand to be doing something so that the world will see. But we never stand our feet. We never stand our feet. We are looking. The question now is that many people in this very struggle don't know what freedom is all about. A freedom fight is not for gentlemen. A freedom fight is not for people that will tell you, no. Freedom required ruggedity. Freedom required rugged people that has the heart. Obiago. Now, we're supposed to be the one giving the Nigerian a condition for peacemaking, not them giving us a condition. Obasanjo went for peacemaking in Ethiopia. What prompted to that? Because the people who are fighting for their freedom there stand on their feet. Because we have failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and if we allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out empty-handed, if we allow the Eastern leaders to go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that will be the end of the road for Biafra. That will be the end of the road for Biafra, because they will exchange Biafran freedom with Igbo presidency. If we allow the Igbo leaders to go for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am not telling you that they will not succeed, but what they will use to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out is not Biafra referendum. What they will use is Igbo presidency, because they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have the upper hand over Nigeria, have upper hand over that Izu government, and they will tell the Buhari to say, we'll give us presidency, and we will tell him to not to talk about Biafra again, and they will have agreement. Before you know it, they will bring him out. You want him to start afresh. You want him to start from beginning, from number one again. Is that what you want? Or in fact, I will consider. Underline that word. I will consider to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu amnesty, says Buhari. Hey, this is the highest insult, and the people are keeping quiet. People who supposed to make their stand known to the zoo and start putting action, they fold their hands. When someone talk, all you can do is, oh, you are a saboteur, they have paid you, you have joined this group, you have joined that group. Without standing on the truth, without you saying the truth, Biafra can never be restored. If you want Biafra, you must be killing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying psychologically, mentally. He's going down on every day. All you want is, oh, hey, Biafra, command and control. That person that established the command and control is dying. And you supposed to save him. And you are not doing that. Now, let me ask you, how do you want the Biafra to come? What are we using to negotiate or to call for Biafra referendum? What are we holding upon to call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You don't call for unconditional release without having something doing. You cannot fold your hands. I have said this time without number. You can never get Biafra through our lawyers. It's impossible. Or not possible. You can never get Biafra restoration through the legal team alone. The legal team can bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, but they cannot give us Biafra. What are we negotiating? We are not negotiating now. We are begging. There is difference between begging and the negotiating. When you are negotiating, this when you have let me assume what is going on now is like when a kidnapper kidnap your mother and they hold your mother. They called you, we have kidnapped your mother. We want you to pay a ransom for us to release your mother. Now you will be negotiating with the kidnappers. They hold your mother and they are requesting for your money. You hold the money, they hold your father, your mother. Now the negotiation is either you pay the money or we kill your mother. Now, do you see it? Now they hold our leader. What are we holding that we can use to negotiate? They call for the total cancellation of the seat at home, which we are holding. Before you give them that seat cancellation, you will say, okay, release our leader. But we give up without receiving anything. We give up on a mere promise. Let us assume the kidnappers who kidnap your mother, you now tell them, oh yeah, release my mother, and they will send the money. Do you think that when you release their mother, they will send the money to you? We misunderstand the call of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the cry of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our IPOB members misunderstand the call of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Eastern leaders be intelligent, be hungered, because these politicians, they know what they are doing. They are very sharp. They understand this call and they quickly come in to use it to grab their Igbo presidency. They use it to grab their Igbo presidency, and we think we are wise. That is why you will see one slave tell you that be defending rubbish instead of to defend the truth, to stand for the truth. You don't know where you don't know what truth is all about. We are the one causing problem for ourselves, because as it is now, we don't know what we want. What I want us, you are not the only poor masses. All of us are the poor masses. If you are saying we the poor masses, what we need to do now is to hold the whole Biafra land ransom. How can we hold it? The cry for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be answered by total lockdown of the whole Biafran land, both Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and the whole 9 states that made up Biafra land. This is the time to go total lockdown, and all the Igbos residing outside Nigeria, residing in Lagos, Abuja, and the Northerners, this is the time for them to join the movement. This is the time for everyone to say this lockdown must take place all over wherever we are. Let me tell you, when a lockdown took place in Ladipo Market, Alaba Market, Computer Village, by the Igbos, by the Biafrans, the Lagos will be empty. will be empty. Abuja will be empty. The goods will land. Nobody will be there. What are you telling me? As if we don't know what we hold every power, but we are not using it. My brother, if you want to calm down, you calm down. My message, my work here is to propagate the restoration of Biafra. So if you cannot understand the message, you go out and relax. Because if you say let everybody calm down and everybody relax, what of if that mission fail? When every spirit is down sleeping, how can you wake them up? You cannot wake them up. So don't think you know things more than me. When I am talking, you need to pick the point. Everybody must not be sleeping. Well, if you are sleeping, you don't need to sleep. Not coming down, coming down, coming down. When you will come down till our leader is dead. When our leader die, you will not be saying, oh, we could have. Why didn't you say it? Why did everybody calm down? If this happened because everybody went to sleep. So you don't need to calm down. You need to be pressuring them. You need to mount pressure so that they will know that they are dealing with people. So that they will know that we don't. Okay, do you want to tell me that it's amnesty that Ikonso wants? Is it amnesty that Dragon wants? Is it amnesty that our Lolo Ugebe Israel Okukanu died for? Is the amnesty that Igwe Israel Okukanu died for? Is the amnesty that those that have died for this Biafra restoration, is that amnesty, that's what they died for? Go and listen to Master, Sample Master. Before you say, you don't like how I call on for peace. No, you want me to call for pieces among ourselves. Why the enemy are there making things? Do you know what is negotiation all about? How to negotiate? What are you holding to negotiate? The only thing now we have, they now think they have upper hands more than us. That is why they are now giving us the condition and telling our leader to drop the Biafran agitation, to embrace one Nigeria. They want one Nigeria. They want one big Nigeria, not Biafran. You must make it known very clear to them that this is what we want. You must talk. You must rise up. You must do the needful. This is not the time for saga. This is not time to be doing, oh, I could have said it. If you don't put pressure, if you don't mount pressure, if you relax, how will you not achieve? So every little thing, we will not say, let's calm down and relax. Then 1 week later, I'll say, nothing is going on. We are not doing anything. Why would something go on? Because you feel relaxed. You have relaxed. So why would something go on? You must not relax. You cannot relax when you have not gotten to the promised land. You can only relax when you have reached to the promised land. Then you relax. On the journey where you are, is do or die. You cannot even sleep. You keep on fighting. If you don't know that Mazi Nnamdi is dying, know it today. I cannot be pretending over it. I cannot be covering it. If he discuss that now, they will say he is not giving order. Let those that is giving order discuss about it, not Simon Ekpa. He keep it aside so that he will not jump into it. Up till now, nobody is talking about it. Now, the Ohaneze and the Eastern leaders, are now sharper than us that claim to know better. They now swing in to take Igbo presidency in exchange of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans. And people are not getting the message. And people are not understanding it. And you want everyone to relax. Nothing they happened. Nothing they go, not everything is okay, everything is all right. Like I said, this my broadcast will last for 1 hour only. And I have to tell you the truth that if we fail this time around to come up with a very reasonable something, with a very reasonable action, believe you me, end of the day, we will regret our life. Why are we, if you tell someone you to relax, ask the person, why are we relaxing? If you relax, what have you achieved? We have not achieved anything. We have not achieved any single thing till today. If person tells you we have achieved anything, you have not achieved anything because the whole international community are keeping quiet. They have not speaking up. Nobody is talking about Biafra. Is that an achievement? Oh, if we hear someone is traveling, we think that is an achievement. Is he coming for Biafra restoration? That is the question you ask yourself. That is the question you will ask yourself first. What have we achieved? Nothing. The only thing that we could have used to achieve something is this sit at home. And for Biafrans, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have called for a total lockdown of Biafra for his treatment. So if from Monday, next tomorrow reach, you are coming out, that means you don't love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You hate him. You hate him. If you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is the time for total sit at home. We will make it in a big way for his unconditional release and for Biafra referendum. The Eastern political this thing will not, I said they will never give us Biafra. Not two ways about it. You see issue, you are romancing the issue. You don't want to say the truth. You don't want to talk the truth. Because when you say the truth, they will tag you name. They will call you name. Let them call you that name. Let them call you the name. But say it and stand on it. Say it. Do you know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through? Many of you don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through. If you know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through, you must rise up. Because the hour has come. The hour has come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying. And they want to take advantage of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying to go and for Igbo presidency. To request for Igbo presidency. Nothing more. And they want me to keep silent. You want me to relax. You want me not to talk. You want me to say everything is all right. You want me to say everything is all right. Dear friend, relax. We are in charge. We are not in charge of anything now. Until we see the result. Until we see something happening. Before I can categorically tell you that we are in charge. For now, we are losing it. We must take Nigerian mentality out of this movement. We must take hatred out of this movement. We must take jealous out of this movement. And the fight for the restoration of Biafra. We need a total protest, starting from the traditional rulers, the church leaders, the religious leaders, every pastor. We have to mobilize a massive protest. This fight is not longer a fight for only IPOB. It has grown past only IPOB fight. This fight needs to involve every person, old and young, men and women. If you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you need to participate in any update that will soon come out. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called that cry is for Biafran to shut down the whole Biafra land. He is in pain. Remember that when he was kidnapped at the beginning, our lawyer tells us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu heart swell up. When someone's heart swell up, have you asked yourself, which doctor have treated him? Nobody. They deny him access to his medical doctor for him to die silently. And the report, if I Ejiofor release, says that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been is going down mentally and have been passing many torture. Now, this is the call for Biafrans to rise up and call for his immediate release and for immediate Biafra referendum. How can we request for it? Is total lockdown and protest will follow it. Every market in Biafra land and outside Biafra land should join in this next move. This is no longer for a fight for those residing only in Biafra land. No. Obulo. What are we doing? Ask yourself, where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Where is the lion? Who are you fighting? Where is the lion? If Mazi Nnamdi can die, who do you think that it can lead? Under 3 months, you see what is going on. Talk more. He is not dead though. Talk more. If he is gone, all of us will die. God forbid. I need a gang. Kita ifo dulaka. There is some people paid agent of distraction to cause confusion. And for beginning, I saw these people. I saw them and I call for them to stop. I made a request starting from leadership, but they ignored my call. I said that those people hiding under the name of DOS are not fighting for Biafra restoration. If you are hiding under the name of DOS to attack any person broadcasting, if you say you are attacking Mazi Achebe, you are attacking Simon Ekpa, you are attacking any person that is broadcasting in the name of you are defending DOS, you are not a freedom fighter. Because I say it time without number that is the DOS that will defend us, not we defending them. How can we, who is defending who have the blueprint of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? As it is now, as Onojuedi now, we are not doing anything. We just relax, fold our hands. We are not doing anything. The person who called me and you to come out, do you know that one idiot go to the extent of sending me message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that if he died, Biafra we come fast. We should allow him to die so that Biafra will come. I cannot understand the mentality of our people. So you think if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu die now, that will bring Biafra? That is a lie. We must not allow him to die. We must not allow him to die. We must fight to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because that is the only thing that will restore Biafra for us. God forbid, if this man who has sacrificed his mother, his father, his parents, his own throne as a prince, crown prince, he sacrificed all these things. You want him to sacrifice his own life so that then you will not know that he have tried. If he die, person like me will revolt against all the leadership. The only solution we have now is total lockdown in Biafra land. The only out we will come is massive protest, both women and men, children and adults. Everybody, pastor, native doctor, barrister, everybody will come hit the street. And this is, if you know your pastor, tell him to prepare for his freedom, for the freedom of our people. The pastors, the kings, the traditional rulers, you know in your village, your PG, everybody. This is no longer the fight for only IPOB. No. It's no longer a fight of only people under oath. No. If you are a Biafran and you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you love Biafran, this is the time for you to rise up. This is the time for you to do the needful. Sit at home must not stop. If we succeed in bringing down this sit at home, we are doomed. We are gone forever. Ijoma Lemoha, greetings from here. I said it before. Don't trust any person. Don't say this one cannot lie to you. If you Chemefo can fall out in this struggle, nobody cannot fall out apart from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I can say he stand for this struggle with all his life. Those people you see today telling you, Mazi, we are resolute, we are this, capture their wife. You will see them give up. Capture their mother, you will see them give up. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mother life was endangered. He never cared. He fight for Biafra. We need to rise. We need to rise. We need to fight. Mazi is dying. No? Mazi is dying. MAP is telling you the truth now. Don't say that he is Chineke. Onye Chine aso na aso onwe. Onye Chine aso na aso onwe. Ogbu agwo na eze ndu ya. Mazi have blood. He have flesh. He have life like me and you. That is spirit that is leading him is still preserving him so that me and you will wake up. So that in Amuna Ginaboge Binyoto may something. That is why the spirit continue at this point. But our people feel less concerned. Our people think it's not necessary. Our people don't believe the thing that Mazi is iron. OCC, nothing will reach his body. If Jesus can die, they can kill Jesus. Mazi, our own Messiah, we want to watch him die in our own very eyes. The way the Jewish watch them crucify Jesus. And when that happens, you will think that you have achieved something. You will think you are now resolute. You watch him die. You stand for him till his death. Then some people will be now be boasting that we will remain resolute till Mazi die. Is that an achievement? That is not an achievement. The question now, like those people will tell you that when Jesus was dying, some people stood until his death. That is not an achievement. The question is, what did you do to save him? What did you do to bring that his dream come true? Will you now wait until he died before his dream will come true? Do you know that if he died, that dream will never come true? When you have a dream to become a pilot and you die before you graduate, did that dream of becoming pilot come true? No. Don't allow Mazi, Biafrans, I am calling on you. Don't allow Mazi to die. If the Igbo leaders, if the Ohaneze Igbo succeed in using this amnesty to bring Mazi, they will get the Igbo presidency, and that will be end of the road. Ask yourself if they can use their Boko Haram military to go and his house and kill him. What is that thing that they cannot do again? Why can you be happy seeing what is going on and nobody is talking? Everybody everywhere is silent, as if you know Okuko Kemelares a kidnap. How to know the Biafran enemy now? For you to detect who is fighting for Biafran restoration is very easy now. Go to the person platform. You will see the person gossiping and the yapping, talking about autopilot. Anyone you see talking about the autopilot coup, know that that person is evil. Their hands have sold with blood. They have collected money because Mazi have called for unity. Mazi has called for everyone to come together to fight for his release, not to be ranting. The question now is, how can we get our leader released? How can we now? What can we do? What power do we have? Which power do we have? The only power we have now is total lockdown of Biafra land. Total protest, revolution, bloody war for that matter. And that revolution must start now, not tomorrow. That revolution is what we need now, not tomorrow. As we declare sit at home, if you know that you cannot join the protest, you lock your shop. The only people that will march is protest at the same time. When the protest is moving on, sit at home will take place. Not some people will be protesting while you will be opening your shop. And the same thing applicable to every Biafran man in that zoo contraption called Nigeria. If you are residing in Lagos, you must participate. If you are in the north, you must participate. Not one-sided. Then let me see how it will not affect the zoo government. Let me see how they will now be told that it's only in the east. When the whole market, because let me tell you the truth, you see Lagos market, you are seeing the whole market in Lagos State. The owners and the people who own it, 80% is the Biafran people. I said it before, last 2 months, that the only thing that will shake the zoo now is for IPOB hierarchy to meet with Oduduwa hierarchy people, and we will match. We will find this thing. We will see how we force the Oduduwa people to join this Monday sit at home. When Oduduwa people say they are sitting at home for Sunday Igboho's release in Yoruba land, at the same time, the IPOB will say we are sitting at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. What does that tell you? This is a collaboration. The Oduduwa will sit down. The Igbos in Lagos will totally lock down. The Yorubas in Biafra land will totally lock down. Nigeria is gone. You don't need a pop passion or AK-47. This is the one best strategies. I don't know what Oduduwa and the Oduduwa hierarchy and the IPOB hierarchy are doing to release our leader, and the referendum is our hands. We are not using what we're supposed to use. We are not doing anything. We believe the people that is there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a spirit. That is what you believe. I ask you, I tell you, if Oduduwa people, Oduduwa nation now, led by Sunday Igboho, and the IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if the people that are in the decision making in these two groups come together and declare sit at home, with the love of Oduduwa, once Oduduwa declare the sit at home, it will enable the Igbos in Lagos and in the Oduduwa land to participate in this ongoing sit at home. Because that will make it easier for them not to say it's Igbo people. What them cup? That will make it easier and it will not be suspicious. But do they do that? Why they rejected that idea from beginning? From beginning, last 2 months, is because it comes from Mazi Achebe-Paul. Mazi Achebe-Paul is not a hierarchy person. Why can he suggest it? But tell me, how do you sit down on your own and reason it? Oduduwa is fighting for Oduduwa nation. Where is Oduduwa located in that contraption? Biafra is fighting for Biafra nation. Where is Biafra located in that contraption? The only people who are not fighting for their freedom because they are the evil one is the northern people. Now, why can't these two people, why can't these two group come together, make a plan, and sit at home together? What Oduduwa need to do is to announce it and enforce it. They no born any Igbo man where he say Oduduwa people announce sit at home on Monday and the IPOB announce sit at home on Monday in the East. This is a pure collaboration. The zoo will go down. When they announce it, Abuja people, the northern people, they will call on Igbos in in the north to participate. The Oduduwa, we call the Oduduwa people in the north to participate. That is a total way of passing a message. When I say it, people say, Mazi, how can you say such a thing? It's a heavy load. And I ask you, is war the best way? When I tell you something, sit down and reason it. Because it's not much that those people you think they will come with this idea can come with that idea. There is uche baba onye bụ na nganke. And we are not talking about it. We are not doing anything about it. Let's first of all, let's first of all enforce this one day sit at home every week. Let it be from the Oduduwa and the Biafra. At the same time, when I say Oduduwa, do you know how many states that make up Oduduwa? Lagos, Osun, Oyo, Oyo and Ibadan is the same. I don't even know the Ogun State, Ekiti, all of them will sit at home the same day with the Biafran. Let me just use the whole, will I call it Southerners? The whole Southerners come together and sit at home at the same time. Which people own the economy? Which economy then Nigeria again? They will cripple it. The zoo will cry and say, what do you people? Let us have a referendum. Let us have a referendum. They will call it. The sit at home will not last more than three times. But the Africans are doing sit at home. The South are not doing sit at home. The West are not doing sit at home. How will it shape the nation? How will it shake the nation? It will not shake the nation because we are not serious. Because it's one-sided people. But the question I am asking, why is these two leaders not meeting together? Imagine when they are meeting together. The world will begin to ask questions. The world will ask question, what is going on? The world will ask question. But how can the world ask question when some people are not preaching or bringing a good idea? They are busy fighting on who to drag on social media. Our people, Mazi Nnamdi is dying. Mazi Nnamdi is going down. And the people I blame in the delay of everything, mostly, is the so-called Biafran coastal region. This Biafran coastal region, they are very useless. Biafran coastal region, you see Delta, Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, all these people, they are more wicked and useless at the same time. They are not doing anything to free Mazi Nnamdi. And when you talk, they say, don't talk, oh, don't say anything, you are dividing us. This is not the issue of dividing us. This is the issue of say the truth, say it the way it is. This is issue of standing for the truth and nothing but the truth. Without any fear of favor or defending anyone, you tell the person the truth. The truth remains that the Niger Delta, as they call themselves, are so weak that they are like a flat breast. Alada. There's no men there. What we have there is janjaweed. Their people cannot even wake up. Their people are so biased and confused. They don't even know what freedom is all about. And when you talk, you say, Mazi, don't talk them. We have some of them had the car IPOB in IPOB. Why had the car? My foot. Which had corn? They are hard corns, hard maize, oka, hard corn, oglo hard corn, no hard corn, hard oka kahabu. They are just nothing but corn, oka na tata. because the past sit at home that have taken place in Biafra land, if these people had participated, something could have come up more than this. But what do we have? We have sophisticated, smart goats from the so-called Biafra coastal region. All of them, very smart, gallant idiots, gallant amoebas, gallant weak people, gallant confused people, gallantly confused. And you don't want me to say about it. You don't want me to talk about it because you think they're important. Watch upon how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been preaching, defending these people, sending ESN for these people to preserve their life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fight. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Their people cannot even respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for one day and say, let us show our support to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us show one single support to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They cannot. What do they bring up? What they are talking about is arrant nonsense. Mazi Kengandewo, Machineke, may Elohim bless you. We must say the truth. I ask you the solution. The solution is very simple. Me and you know. Me and you know that if the IPOB hierarchy meets with Oduduwa hierarchy, I don't know, and they will enforce it on these very people called the Biafra coastal region, because all of them are aladalada. With them, we need to talk sense to their brain to know that this Biafra, you see Bayelsa, a river delta, Akwa Ibom, these people are naturally born slaves. It will take a very massive action to bring these people out. These people are naturally born slaves. Their own slave is Folocom. That is why somebody like Tompola Asari and Mwike and Edwin Clark will be employing their children and their brothers to be guiding pipeline for a Fulani man. And you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to say anything about it. Because if they say, when you talk, you say, some of them are IPAB, some of them are hardcore. Hardcore. Let me tell you, if you see anyone tell you that I'm from a coastal region, I'm a hardcore freedom fighter, call them hardcore freedom fighter. Oka, hardcore, or corn, oka, Mazi. Let me use the word Mazi so that you will understand. What they are is hardcore. Oka, corn, oblo hardcore, hardcore, no. And some of them will tell you, say, Mazi, we fought for Biafra. Second in command to Ojukwu is Efyang. He come from Niger Delta. That is the mistake Ojukwu make. If not for them, Biafra could have restored. If Ojukwu have realized that the so-called Biafra coastal region are this useless and born slave, Ojukwu could have mapped them out of Biafra land and they could have perished. Today, Biafra will be like London, small London. Biafra will be like small London. What are they doing? Very nonsense people. Useless amoebas everywhere. Born slaves. Folocom slave is what I call this so-called Niger Delta state. Folocom slave. Their own slave now Folocom. And you don't want me to talk about it. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear that truth. That's truth. You will hear it from MAP. Mazi Achebepo will tell you how it is. I don't give a fuck of anyone. What have they contributed? Only gossip. Only gossip. The few ones that think they have waken up in this Biafra restoration, the only thing they are contributing is gossip from morning to night. They can come on air more than 5 times. That 5 times is to talk about who have waken up. And that is why I tell them, there is nobody from that Biafra coastal region have any right to criticize Uchemefo nor Wazirike, because they have never done 1/4 of what those people have contributed in restoration of Biafra. Join the whole coastal region together. They have never done 1/4 of Uchemefo. They have never done 1/4 of Wazirike. Who is there? What I see in Biafra coastal region, they are all children. Umuaz ndị ka na-anwụ ala. They are all slave, not even direct slave. They are slave to another slave. Do you know when you become a slave to another slave, that is the worst slave you will get? And that is what I see Coastal region as. And let me tell them, if you are from Biafran Coastal region, and at this time, you are still gossiping like a senseless market woman that have not served from morning to evening, let me tell you, you will perish. All of you will perish in no distant time. Paul, let me tell you the truth. Coastal region as a whole don't know what freedom fight is all about. What they know is saga. When you see Biafra Coastal region, I remember Bini people. Ile Binu blood. Because Bini people with the coastal region is the same thing. Bini person now can die because of ordinary cuties. He can wipe away his family. He don't care to protect one cuties. The same thing with this so-called Ile Binu Delta Biafra Coastal region. They are as useless as in shit. In shit is even shit is better than them because you can use shit for manure. You can use shit as organic manure. But what can you use Biafra Coastal region for? Nothing. Nothing. You cannot use them for anything. They are more useless than everything I have come across. In fact, they are more useless than useless himself. The Biafra Coastal region are more useless than that word useless. Ordinary sit at home, they cannot participate. What are they now participating? What can they offer? If I have a offer, these are my questions. Let me tell you, go and invite all this Biafra Coastal region that call themselves hard corn, hard oka. They are hard corns, hard oka. Let them hear it. I said that Biafra Coastal region, they are all hard oka, hard corn. What fits them is to sell blue milli. The only thing that fits this Biafra Coastal region is to go and learn how to do shine shoe. Carry not shiny shoe. Because that is the only thing I can see in them. I don't see them as a human people that can bring anything good. I don't see them as people. I see them as a born slave, born throwaway. And people are afraid to talk the truth, to tell them who they are. If they want to change, let them change. If they want to perish, let them perish. You need to tell the slave you are a slave. Don't tell slave that you are not a slave, that you are the master. You need to tell him or her who he is, who they are. They are born follow-come slaves. Slave that how can you become a pipeline guide in your own land and the Zamfara state is mining their gold? You don't want me to say it. Born slave, ndala, you come to claim IPOB because they recruit one or two. You say that you people are ordinary sit at home, you cannot do. Protest, you cannot do. And people are afraid. I Mazi Paul. I will tell Niru. All of you are evil. Weak people. Weak people. People that don't know what freedom is. You want to parade yourself. You have not freed yourself. You need to free yourself from mental slavery. Free yourself. The one that paid they will tell you say we are hardcore Biafrans. We are the one holding Biafra. The only truth they say there is that they are the one holding Biafra not to come. No two ways about it. Do you know why? They are the one holding Biafra. Because without them, Biafra could have been restored many years back. But they come pretending to be Biafra. Why they are working against Biafra? They are the one delaying us. If you say a lie, I challenge any of them that come from coastal region to come out on open debate. What have they contributed in restoration of Biafra? All you hear is we are working on the ground, on the burial. You are working on the ground. You are burying person now because apart from burying something, what are you doing on the ground? What is the bury for underground? You are working on the ground. In a go no. Ask them what they have there contributed. They will be yapping, talking trash, jumping like Onya Bigba. Now Onya Bigba. And our people are so stupid. These people don't know their program. Because leaving their own people, leaving to wake their people up and be castigating people that have already waken up. And he will call on phone and say, my sister, Ada Biafra, you are doing great. We Biafrans are behind you. You will ask yourself, where do charity begin from? Is it from outside? Charity begins at home. Ask the person, did your people support what you are doing? Is your people behind you? Anyone that is people is not behind him or her is a slave. On that note, I call the whole Biafra coastal region a slave. Let them wake up if they are not. Let them prove me wrong. If they are not a slave, I challenge them to prove me wrong. Let them prove me wrong. They are a slave. If you are from Biafra coastal region and we are talking about Biafra, I challenge you. How many people have you waken up from your village? How many people are talking about Biafra? All of you are now talking, whoever you come across, you say, we are working on the ground. So we don't know how to work on the ground. No. Mazi Nnamdi started working on top of air. Others are working on air. You are working on the ground. Only you know where on the ground is. You want to go bury. Now bury and ground is the work, not only on the ground. In a road, do you know how many people, how many ESM members from the Igbo land, Igbo speaking part, we get killed in a River State? Urobo is fake. I keep on telling them, Urobo wayo. Now let them, when you see them, what you hear is, oh yeah, Biafra. Oh yeah, Biafra. IPOB had corn. Oh yeah, Biafra. You don't even know what they are saying. Oh yeah, Biafra. IPOB had corn. Well, Mazi, IPOB had corn. No. I'll say, good. When will they roast you? When will they roast you now? Because you are an IPOB hardcore. Agata. Because you are not a hardcore. Before you now come out to say you're hardcore, your people will be doing the needful. You have to preach the truth to your people. Your people must rise up. You must speak with your people. Take the message to the domot of your kings. Bring those evil people out. Tell them, tell them the evil they are doing. Not the other way around. You are pampering them. Continue pampering them. You don't want to talk, but you don't want to cause confusion. You as an Igbo man, you don't want to talk to them, but you can come out and talk about Igbo man like you. Are you not stupid? Before you have to talk to them. You cannot know. You want to become lion in the house and become fowl in outside, goat outside. No, the truth must be told. This struggle. Mazi Achebe Paul. AP map. Ekwetego people the Ajomado. Mananga Waha de Zoku. One of Ajomado Ngazunu. Manaurobo. Ishekiri. All this they are all fake Biafrans. They are the ones delaying Biafran restoration. If you want to prove me wrong, come up with a very notable person that is talking about Biafra in that region. They will say, Mazi, you have to pamper the West. Mazi used to be polite. Mazi, guys, how you shape your West when talking to them. You know, we are begging them to join. We are pampering them. Thunder Babu there. Do you pamper me before I join? No, do you pamper me before I join? No, do you pamper me before I join? Why didn't you pamper Hanese? Why did you pamper Hopo Zodima? That pamper have come and go. Many people will not like me because I always stand for the truth. I say it the way it is. Because that is the you will ask, what is this guy talking? What is this man talking himself? I don't like the way he talk. He's not respecting Costa region. How can I respect a slave to another slave? No, let me ask you, how can Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP, give my respect to a slave under another slave? That is slave square. Slave square, double slave. He is already, in fact, he is a triple slave. Mental slave by Christianity, another slave by Fulani, another slave to the white people. And you don't want to talk about it. Let me tell you, I will keep on telling them. Simon Mbamalu, Legemunti, there is nothing like Pampa here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself tell you that he is dying. So what won't you say it the way it is? Say it the way it is. If you don't save him, when he die, you will not come out. You will not say he say, oh, our hero is gone. I tell you the way it is. I don't care who you are. That is why I tell you people, are you people prepared to welcome the truth? Biafra land will be only nothing but the truth, because even the president, we will flog hell out of him. Any person in Biafra land, Biafra will be practicing what we call a transparent government. Let me tell you, when the government know everything about you, that government is tyranny. When you know everything about that government, it's called democracy. If you don't know what is democracy, go and learn. We language. I am English language. School to earn knowledge, acquire knowledge, and use wisdom to make use of it. We don't entertain fear because we have conquered fear already. We have conquered fear, but coastal region can never conquer fear. That is why all 99.9% of coastal region are born slave. They are the real slave, and they are the one holding Biafra down. Go invite them, and you will even hear it from them. They will tell you that they are the one to restore Biafra. No doubt about it, because Ojukwu have made that mistake by carrying them along in Biafra. If they rise up today, the way the Igbo speaking part have risen up, Biafra will be restored. Because when you carry three cripple and only you is walking, and you want to run, you will run there, you will come and carry one and go back. And you will reach there, the other two will be at back. They will be drawing you back. You cannot move forward. The Biafran coastal region are the people drawing us back. And the people who are in this movement don't want to speak about them. You don't want to wake them up. How will they join you without telling them the truth? They will not join you because they have not. You pamper them. They know fully well they are not among you, and you are coming out to tell the world that they are among. What are you doing? They will not be sleeping because they know you are a fool. They know that you are the one fooling yourself. But when you tell them, come, Uhobowayo, Oye Biafra, Oye Biafra, my friend, you people are fake Biafrans. Rise up if you want to be Biafran original. They will know, you know that thing they know. They will rise up. You see Shekri man, you tell him, Mr. Man, stop fighting fake. Be real. You are not fighting for Biafra. Are you not ashamed to be a slave under a slave? Tell him that he is a slave, a born slave, born throwaway. Tell him that the person will hear. What you see all this Akwa Ibom. Tell them they are not freedom fighters. They are a working slave. No, you be manala azomo kachio. Onyu obiam ona anaha azomo kachie. These people called Biafra Coastal Region from A to Z, I don't see any freedom fighter in them. What I see is a gossipers. Gossipers, and if care is not taken, when Biafra is restored, we will subject them to become a shoe shiners so that they will know what freedom is all about. When they will become a shoe shiners, they will know how to fight for freedom. They think it's guiding pipeline. They will see guide, let Biafra restore. They will see pipeline guide. Even their king will go and guide their pipeline. Ndala, ndala. My people everywhere. intellectuals. You want me to praise them? I praise who is working. I don't praise animals. These people is animals. Nkita. The only dog that eat what they vomit. These coastal regions are dogs. They eat what they vomit. How can you claim to be a part of Biafra and you are guiding pipeline for the zoo government? Are you not foolish? You claim to be a Biafran, and the people who are supposed to stand up are guiding pipeline. And you that think you have waken up, that you are seeing something, that your brain have been opened by Mazi and Kanu, and you come on air, on social media, and you are talking, you are gossiping instead of doing the needful. You are yapping and gossiping trash. You are gossiping. You are talking about a man who have done. Do you know that only Simon Ekpa, what Simon Ekpa have done in this struggle, the whole Biafra coastal region joined together have not done 1/4 of it. Are you people aware? And you will see one idiot in beside, this opportunity. Libya help me come Europe. He will now come out and say, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa this. You will see another imbecile from somewhere. He will come out and Mazi is not doing anything. Chike Bezem is not doing anything. All of them are imbecile. All of them are imbecile. Because if you are not imbecile, you must rise up and wake your people. You have to wake your people first. After waking your people, then you will now look for who is not doing well. I challenge them. I keep on telling them, Urobo is not Biafra. Ishekiri is not Biafra. Akwa Ibom is not Biafra. Delta is not Biafra. Only the Igbo speaking one of the Delta state are Biafrans. When you come to River State, the Obi Igbo, the Igbo speaking one are Biafra. You see all those one that is not speaking Igbo, they are not Biafra. Go and listen to them. You will hear Urobo Wayo. They will tell you, say, hey, the next thing, they want to greet you. Oh yeah, Biafra. They don't even know what they are saying. Oh yeah, what is oh yeah, Biafra? The person don't know. Ask the person, what is the meaning of oh yeah, Biafra? The next thing will tell you, you will say, I am a hard con. I'm a hard con Biafra. And when you want to talk again, they say, do you know that the second in command to Ojukwu is FM, is from coastal region? Tell the person, that is the reason why Biafra, during the time of Ojukwu, failed to be restored. And I challenge every Urobo people to start a revolution that will bring the restoration of Biafra. Let them start it if they think they have the power or what they are working on the ground. I challenge them. Mazi Achebepol, MAP, I put this challenge on them. Urobo Wayo. Ishekiri Wayo. Kalabari Wayo. All of them are Wayo people. 419, using Biafra to 419 themselves, not me. You want to come and tell me you're a Biafran and you want me to follow you? You being fake. All of them, the so-called Biafra coastal region, all of them are 419. Wayo people. If you are not Wayo, why are your people not doing well in the struggle? If you are not a 419, freedom 419, why is your people not fighting for Biafra restoration? Are you not asking yourself this question? You need to ask yourself, why is my people not fighting for Biafra restoration? Why is my people so adamant to speak up? Why is my people not taking part? Not even their lawyers, not even their professors speaking. We hear when during the time of Sunday, we hear Sonyenka speak. He is a professor. He speak in favor of Yoruba. Does it mean that the so-called Delta River Akwa Ibom don't have professors that can speak out? But they have lawyers. That is why I tell them they are evil, and I put it to them that they are not a Biafran. Because if you're a Biafran, you need to fight for your freedom. Or you say that you're a Biafran, you are confused, you don't know what freedom is all about. That is why I say Delta, the Igbo speaking part. When I say Delta, the Igbo speaking part, let me mention the people that in Delta that are speaking. You see Asaba, Abo, Anioma, Ukwani, okay, and Nyocha, yes, and these people that Onichubo, these people are the Igbos. When you ask them, where are you from? The Eka. All these people are the people that I will tell you. But you see these people like Urobo. These people are not Biafra. They are Uroba Wayo. Oye Biafra group. They are the ones. Oye Biafra. Oye Biafra. Urobo especially. Oye Biafra. Ikwere. Ishekiri. Oye Biafra. All those people are not hard. They are the hard cons. The hard worker. Tell them, why are your people not participating? How many of your people is speaking? They will say, our people, our people. Who are that your people? They are working underground barrier. Underground barrier, that is all they can do. Coastal region. What I see now is, when I see coastal region, I see underground barrier. Coastal region equals to underground barrier. Coastal region plus coastal region equals to underground barrier. Are you not fooling yourself? Underground barrier. You are working on the ground that is not coming out for people to see you. You are working on the ground that you don't know what you are doing. You are working on the ground, your king cannot speak out. You are working on the ground, no leader from your people, your place is coming out. Urobo Wayo, hardcon, IPOB. I'm a hardcon. I will be looking at the idiot, hardcon. IPOB, we are IPOB media warrior. I represent Urobo. And your mother don't know what is freedom. Your mother don't know what is Biafra. And you are an IPOB media warrior. Are you not stupid? You have to preach to your mother. You can't be a pastor and your wife is a native daughter. You must. Two of you. That is why they have Daddy G.O. and Mommy G.O. Even God, if God did not call your mother, you call your mother by yourself. Use that method to call your people out. Today in the Zoo Republic, if anyone become pastor, his wife will become Mommy G.O. Before you know it, he become pastor. Before you know it, person who don't even know what Bible say will come on the altar and the review and is doing shake baba shentori ba Yakubu tantao o professor yagi rubbish tinyelu problem nezuno. The same thing can do Urobo Wayo, the so-called Biafran coastal region. Why can't you people bring your people? I represent a coastal region. Your people are not participating, which means you are a failure. You don't represent anything. You are good in blackmailing. So I can say coastal region are hardcore blackmailers. Go and check it. Coastal region are hardcore blackmailers, not a freedom fighter. Go and check them. I challenge them. If you think I'm lying, mention one coastal region freedom fighter that are not into blackmailing. Onwelo, there is none of them. All of them from A to Z are blackmailers. So that is why they cannot be involved, because even them, they don't even trust themselves. There is no person from coastal region that trusts herself or himself. Because before you become a great hardcore, when I say hardcore IPOB, you will trust yourself, you will bring your people, come out. But what they are is hardcore, hardoka. Urobo Wayo, oye Biafra, I am a hardcore. Dala. Mad people everywhere. Mazi Naika just follow this nothing but bonfools throw away. Your real sister, you sure say no be hardcore or not participating in this ongoing blackmailing issue. Care platform, yeah, let me know where she become, whether a hardcore or hard blackmail or hard. In this time, Urobo many had something. I mean, Biafra coastal region, they have many had something. Biafra coastal region, now they get hard blackmailers, had cons, had Oye Biafra, and hardcore sagas. Hardcore sagas. These are what they know. know anything. When you tell them what are the characteristics of freedom fighting, they don't know. When you ask them, how can you know a real freedom fighter? They will say the person will be doing saga. The person will be discussing his fellow comrade. Hardcore con, hardcore saga, hardcore blackmailers, hardcore slaves. That is what coastal region represents to me. Because I don't see anyone speaking. I don't see anyone talking like a reasonable person. 99.9% of them are born slaves. Because evidence of them being born slave is all of them are there. Guiding pipeline. Guiding pipeline. Ask yourself, where is Tompolo today? He is in the Greek. Guiding pipeline for one Alamajari from the north. If rain fall, it will beat him there. When sun shine, beat him there. In the Greek, guiding pipeline. And when he mistake sleep, the soldiers will kill many of his boys for not protecting the pipeline well. And do you know what? They are the ones who have collected the amnesty. Nnamdi. Where is the amnesty? Ask yourself, those people, the so-called Niger Delta that have collected amnesty, they have killed all of them. Nigerian military have killed all of them from A to Z. The one that is remaining now is Asari and the small for all those hunger people. Tompolo is a serving slave under a slave. Where is he today? Can he speak? I challenge him to speak. Let him talk that he is a free man today. The government bully Ozbo. Ask yourself, why the whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they know that they cannot do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anything is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not Kensaro Wiwa. Ask yourself, those people, the Kensaro Wiwa, where did he come from? Kensaro Wiwa, they kill him like fowl and nothing happened because his people were busy guiding and protecting pipeline. They killed Kensaro Wiwa. They killed him. What of Adakaboro? Isaac Adakaboro? They killed him. What happened? Nothing. When you want to raise up, they say, hey, this is slave. This slave. What is your job that time? Okay, you are among of those people, no, because when they promote you, when Nigeria promote Biafra Coastal Region, they now promote them to pipeline guide. If not, they'll say, okay, oh yeah, come. You go and become a security gate man for Fidelity Bank. When they carry the person and put the person as a gate man in a Fidelity Bank, the person will not be moving like this with rain boot they give him. The guy the Fidelity Bank. When the people raise us, okay, maybe they are paying it at 5,000. Now you have gained experience. Oh yeah, into Greek, go and guide the pipeline. They will pay you 50,000, and you will see the person like bread millima. Bread millima or nagazi kofuru. When you ask the person, do you have freedom? I'll tell you, hey, we are hard corn, hard slave. Are you not ashamed of yourself? You should hide yourselves in shame at this point of time. Your leader is kidnapped, and your people are still walking, guiding pipeline. When they see anyone talk much, they will not say, okay, Tompolo, this guy, you will now be in charge of Bayelsa and the Delta pipeline. Guide this one. Asari, we know you don't. You are a fool. You don't have you are like a barbing saloon chair that don't have anywhere. Oh yeah, the guiding pipeline in River State. Then another idiot will raise Osaya, go and guide pipeline in Akwa Ibom. Another Amweba will raise, go and join Akwa Ibom. Now, so that is the only job they give them. Very foolish and the stupid, idiotic animals. They go hear them from me. Amwa Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP. Ezoku Bundo, one, na Biafra land. Ask them. That is why you see all of them fooling themselves everywhere. And the small idiots that were opportuned to be waking up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the mentality of Nigeria is still in their brain. They have not freed themselves from mental slavery. They are the one you see today gossiping and doing saga on social media. We know them. Go to their platform. What you will be seeing is autopilot, Chike Doziem. Their topic Monday to Monday is Simon Ekpa, Chike Doziem, and DOS. You can never see them talk about Biafra restoration. Some of them have made themselves a gate man in struggle that they have never restored their Biafra, and you become a gate man. I'll look there and say, look at full grown-up human being. You are making yourself a gate man and woman in a country that is not yet restored. Are you not a fool? Your people, you see, that is to justify they are born slave. You have not restored the country, and they are choosing to become gate because they have that blood of becoming security for another people have entered their brain. When you ask those of their people who are into this Biafra something, they will tell that they are gate man. Imagine if I am the one who tell them, oh, yeah, come and become gate man for IPOB. They will say it's an insult. But to tell that these people are born fool, born slave, born throwaway, they are not choosing where they will belong. And I tell them, make them no worry. After restoration of Biafra, they will see gate man. They will do tire. And I go do gate man tire. Show now they rush this gate man. No, Igbo men don't do gate men. We will employ you people well. You will guide my gate. Should shine out soon. You will drag it with Fulani. Ndala, mad people. And they don't want me to tell them the truth. I will tell them. I will tell them the truth. If they want to wake up, let them wake up with their full chest. If they don't want to wake up, let them perish. They will have me. I am Mazi Achebepol. I go nowhere. I tell you, open debate. I challenge them. I challenge only me, Mazi Achebepol, Bofonya. I challenge everyone that come from Biafra Coastal region to come up in an open debate if they are real freedom fighter. And they will come with fact and figures. Can destroy ya. Mazi Achebepol, MAP. I fear no bastard. With fact and figures, I will destroy you. They are not ashamed. They are not serious. They are gossipers. Oh yeah, Biafra, Urobo Wayo. Oh yeah, Biafra, Urobo Wayo. The IPOB had the con. Can about my in Joanna, what again? What do you say you are? You say I be had the con IPOB. God of Israel. had the con, hadn't she? Had the con IPOB, and I'll look them and say, oh, Ndala, you don't know what freedom is all about. And they want to become freedom fighter. Go and read about people that fight for freedom. You cannot be serving a nation and at the same time become a slave to other nation you want to get your freedom from. How can you want to fight for Biafra and you are there? You want to fight for Biafra and you are there becoming a gate man to another slave. You don't have sense. You lack sense. Those people, Biafra Coastal region, what I see, they lack vitamin C, they lack vitamin A. That is why they are unable to think. That is why they are unable to think. One Akwado were there for these people. They must wake up if they are Biafran, or they will just come out and say they are not Biafran. You must stand. Are you animal? Ibu? Oh yeah, Biafra group. Hard cons. Hard oka. Hard oka. That is what they are. Hard oka. Oh yeah, Biafra group. Urobo Wayo. Oh. Urobo Wayo. Oh. My mother tell me, say, make I hate Igbo man. Now Igbo man be your problem. And they tell you, say, make you love Fulani man, right? Go and watch them. I tell you what they are. They are the hard cons of IPOB. They are the hard slave of Nigeria. They are the hard saga. Hard con, hard saga, hard slave. And hard foolish people. It only takes a foolish man to be like these people. They should be ashamed of themselves for being foolish. All of them. And the same thing applicable to any Igbo man that will come to any platform being handled by those shameless hard slaves and be telling the person you are doing well, you must be out of your mind. You must be you will go and do a DNA test if you are an Igbo man. How can you be hailing a slave for being slave? Mazi Kenga na Achi. The truth must be told, the Kenga. The truth must be told. I sit down, I watch, I say, let me know if these people will not say, oh, we have betrayed ourselves because they are betraying us. Let us wake up for once. But they have not. My brother, the only way, Piro, the only way to help them is to tell them the truth. Let them know that they are slaves. Let them know that they are hard corn. Let them know that they are hard slaves and hard corn, hard saga. Tell them who they are. Tell them, let them know that they are not Biafran until they stand on their feet to fight for Biafra. Not go and fight and bring for us. One day, let me tell you, if you go and hustle for a person, and give the person the money, the person will not know what you pass through. The person will not value it. If only us fight and give these people this Biafra, they will not know value it. They will be doing it the way Mazi, the way Nnamdi and Obafemi Awolowo fight to bring Nigeria. When the slave from North want to go, Nnamdi fight for them to remain. That is why Nigeria don't value the Nigerian. That's why they don't know what the Nigeria wants. That is why you see them destroying Nigeria today. If these people, we don't let them, allow them to fight for their own freedom, these people will not value Biafra when Biafra is restored. So the only way to help them is to push them out, let them go and fight and bring the Biafra so that they will have the know what freedom is all about. So that they will know what freedom is all about. Everything. You don't know? Okay, I am telling you now. Mwokobuna, his father married a wife and pay everything about the woman and build the house. That person will never know what is married, and before you know it, he will chase that woman out. Because these people be like a Biafra coastal region are like a group of people who are invested in let me use the word motherless home. Motherless home, how is it called? These people are motherless home, where there is no father, no mother. They are hopeless. They pack them, put there. That's why they are check from A to Z. We are their caretaker, and the North are their own caretaker, because they cannot speak by themselves. They cannot speak by themselves. When they cannot speak, that is what you get. That is what you get. Because they are enslaved. They are motherless home. Is it called a motherless baby? Motherless baby home. Those people are motherless baby home, where they pack people that has no mother, has no father, has no hope. And the caretaker will be trying to give them small hope. And if you check, the most people they use for ritual and for sacrifice are the people they buy from motherless home. Because they have no use. Nobody care. Like Asari now. Who care for Asari? Imagine place where Asari is the king. How blind that place is. Imagine a community where only Asari open eyes. The village is in dungeon. The village doesn't exist. That is what you are. I don't know if you have any Biafra coastal region. Invite them here. Invite them. Let me lecture them who they are. Invite them. Let me lecture them. Imagine as big as Biafra coastal region. The people that open eyes, a fool at 40, Asari Tokumbo, a fool at 90 something, what is it called? Edwin Clark. And Tompolo is the other side, fooling himself with his own adventures, guiding pipeline. Oh yeah, Biafra. Well, Robo Wayo, oh yeah, Biafra. Ishekri Wayo, oh yeah, Biafra. What they know is oh yeah, Biafra. Hard cons. Mazi, I'm a hard con Biafra. I'm an hard con IPOB. Many of them don't even know who is Mazi Nnamdi. That is why some of them that go for asylum seek asylum with IPOB here in Italy, all of them get negative. Because when you reach there, they ask them, who is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra? They will not know. Some will tell you say it's Ojuku. Some will tell you say it's Wazirike. Go and make research of what I'm telling you. All of them are bunch of idiots, bunch of anoman. People will not like this program, but ezioku bundo na. Obumeku na ezioku. I ga na-ekwu ezioku na maka na ezioku bundo. One may try to share this message. It will go a long way to wake them up if they want. If they want. Invite them. Tell them that someone from Anambra is telling them that they are all bunch of slaves. Bunch of slaves. Born slaves. Born 419, hardcore slaves. So hardcore one. Emakwa slave untike. Slave hana no bono obone gala. When I see the kind slave in Biafra coastal region, I will be remembering Ogboni Gala or Ogbolonde Doje Meberia. On a bit thick. Ice block. And they will be the one. Imagine the few and got there 1% or 1/4%. Olube the 1%. Wake you up. They don't say anything. They don't do anything. They are there gossiping. They are the hardcore gossipers, hardcons, and hardcore slaves. You know the only point of argument they hold? They will tell you, say, Mazi, we are working underground. I will ask them, underground barrier. Hardcore burial ground. They are the hardcore burial ground. Oh yeah, Biafra, underground. Why is that thing you are cooking underground is not coming out? Your people living abroad, all of them don't even know who they are. It's only Biafra coastal region person we open mouth and they say, I be half Edo, half Biafra. Some of them will be stupid to the extent of telling you that I be half Biafra, half Nigeria. To tell you how foolish these people, you will lose the person. Most of the time, I will distance myself from them. They will say, Mazi, you are running for us. We are brothers. So I will say, how can I be a brother of half Edo, half Biafra, half Nigeria? I will ask the person, is it your head is Biafra or your head is Nigeria and your waist is Biafra? I don't get these people. That is why when I tell you these people are the Wayo 419. Ijo people are worst. They are worst. Ijo people, oh my God. Ijo person, you wake Ijo person up for this freedom. Give them platform. You go talk about Mazi Chike 20 times a day. You will talk about Simon Ekpa 100 times a day. No. Very animalistic group of idiots. Call them, come here, me and them. I'm one-on-one. On this note, can go round up. But anyway, tell them that coastal region is hardcore cons. Hard cons. They are the hard cons, hard slave, follow-come slave, born throwaway slaves. And all of them They are fake Biafrans. 419. So for those of you, IPOB, especially those hardcore from Igbos, because the only people I see as hardcore now is the Igbo speaking part. Stop telling people that we are divided, bringing division by telling those people who they are. Start speaking. And if you ever call on this their platform, say they are doing well, don't condemn Hope Uzodinma, because you are as evil as Hope Uzodinma. You are as confused as one of the idiots on the Simon Ekpa program now, so that you cannot condemn where the problem started, but you can condemn who joined the problem in front. So on this note, I tell you people, remain resolute and stand for the truth. Say the truth. And no, coming Monday is another sit at home. If you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he have called. He's seriously down. He's going down seriously. Please, let's make it a total lockdown in Biafra land. Let's see how the people that claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will respond to this. On this note, I say, may Elohim bless every one of you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never die. He will live to restore this Biafra. And I pray, may Elohim open these eyes of these blind people, coastal Biafra, rabbit and rat region, so that they will wake up, so that they will join this movement. May anyone who is fighting genuinely for the restoration of Biafra, may Elohim grant him or her his heart desire and keep him until Biafra is restored. If you are fighting genuinely, anyone that is against the restoration of Biafra, let the person go down 6 feet. So shall it be. Mazi must live to restore Biafra, and we shall see Biafra restoration come to our own, in this our own very eyes. So shall it be. He said, we must not die young. We must not die young. Thank you. He said. On this note, let me tell Biafra Coastal region, I don't hate you people, but I am here to tell you the truth. Thank you and remain blessed. All must hate Biafra. IPOB, one family, IPOB, but not before Coastal region. Now for only IPOB hardcores, not for hardcons and born slaves. Thank you and remain blessed. Once again, my name is Mazi Achebe Paul. Ezioku Bundu one na Biafra land. I say go and subscribe to Biafra Unity TV on my YouTube and follow me on Mazi Achebe Paul on Instagram and the Twitter, Mazi Achebe Paul. Remain blessed and always say the truth. Kemesiano, until I come your way again. I might come again this evening if time permit me. But remain blessed and focus. Thank you. All hail Biafra. Almost hail Biafra. Ezioku Bondon. Anaghị unu gee ntụ n'ụma eziokwu ka m na-ekwu, anaghị ekpuchi afọ ime aka. So ka anyị hapụ n'ịdị na-apampa people anyị na-amala. Okay? Thank you and remain blessed. Kemesianu ụmụ Chineke.